Welcome back to AJ the Champion. The Yas Marina Grand Prix will take place in this video and we will get to see who the Formula 1 World Champion is. Could it be Hamilton? Could it even be Bottas, because Bottas is leading the championship by about 8 points. All Hamilton would need to win the championship is Bottas to retire or end up in a very poor position. I, on the other hand, qualified 12th. I'm not in the top 10, but 12th place is really good considering where we've come from. I will now get on with the Grand Prix. I hope you enjoy.
It's the final chapter of the season then here at the spectacular Yas Marina circuit. It's a race where the pole sitter failed to finish in 3 of the first 4 events. A front row start here is by no means a guarantee of victory, so we go into battle once more as we get underway at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We have 21 corners here at the Yas Marina circuit, 12 to the left and 9 to the right. It's a total lap distance of just over 3.4 miles. There are 2 long back straights opening up some passing opportunities into the braking zones, and we expect average lap speeds of around 123 miles an hour. And so, for one final time this season, Anthony Davidson joins me in the commentary box.
Well, the winter break is looming once again. No doubt many of those teams already have their eyes firmly on next season. But there's still work to be done here. Still championship positions to decide, which can make a big difference to the prize money. So no one's going to be taking their foot off the throttle just yet.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, and Leclerc, Perez, Norris, Gasly, and Sebastian Vettel, Albon, Mr. Monaco, Lance Stroll, and Ocon, Kvyat, Magnussen, Romain Grosjean, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, Raikkonen, Delatraz, and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
It's been a long season, but let's try to end it on a high note.
That's Jeff telling me to finish this season with a bang. I will stick with this setup. I just need to make the most out of the tires while they're still fresh. I'm going to do the formation lap. Again, it helps me with practice. It's not necessary, but I like to do a bit of a practice manual start during the formation lap. All the cars lined up for the last race of the season. Everyone except Stroll is on the soft tires. All 5 lights are on. Lights out and away we go for the last time. That was a pretty good start. Cars ahead are shuffling for positions. It's 3 wide as we head into the first corner. Will everyone make it out of this corner? No incidents at all. I've lost a bit of pace. I'm starting to fall back. Train of 3 cars ahead. Oh, we come into contact with Pierre Gasly. Side by side as we fight for P11. Down the inside I lunge. I braked as late as possible. The move has worked. Down the inside of Lando Norris. I have cut the corner quite a bit, so I'm going to let him pass by. I still have a bit of a pace advantage with the Ferrari engine. Although somehow Norris is ahead of me. Under braking, I've gotten past him, and I've also gotten past Vettel. Vettel really wants P8, side by side with him. I go a bit wide. I'm starting to lose a position. I'm very close to the wall there. He's taking a much longer route around the track. I braked late, but he's braked even later. I'm just knocking all the bollards around. I'm hoping to catch up with Vettel under braking. The AI cars are quite slow during the first lap. Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap. He's still in P1.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Bottas is in P3. If he finishes like that, he will win the championship. The Ferrari of Vettel is moving far away into the distance. I'm starting to lose him. I have quite a lot of understeer onto the curb, off the track. Lando Norris attempts a lunge. Down the outside, that's very close. "12 more laps to go. Will I make it without being overtaken?" I'm trying to go to the left to break the toe so he doesn't get any slipstream, but he is following me very, very cleanly. Pretty clean sector. DRS has been enabled and Lando Norris is right behind me.
Losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
The engine's starting to wear out, but that won't be a problem in this race. Lando Norris is coming down the inside. I move to the left to make sure he doesn't pass, but I actually hit a board. I'm glad that wasn't a straight because I actually would have hit him had he not slowed down. That was a bit of a dangerous move, but I did it because I would have been pushed off the track had he made the overtake. Slowed down quite a bit, so there's a 1 second gap between us. He may have DRS. He actually does have DRS. He's starting to catch up. I honestly thought I would have the straight line speed advantage, but something wrong has gone on with these Ferrari engines. And during the season, the Ferraris retired and the Alfa Romeos also retired quite a number of times because of engine related issues. I can continue with these tires for a while. Big lockup. I have definitely lost time to Lando Norris.
Box. We're coming in this lap.
I will pit this lap, but I'll try and push as hard as I can with the medium tires on my out lap so that I can pass the people who pit later on. Another massive lockup. Lando Norris will be right behind me and he may actually overtake me on this straight because he will have DRS. I make another attempt to break the slipstream, but he knows what exactly I'm doing.
Tire condition is still looking good.
The car is looking quite nice at night. I lock up and I go wide. Lando Norris is on the outside. I manage to block him and prevent him from overtaking. Into the pit we go. The other drivers have decided to stay out. I think I might be the first person to pit. 3.0 seconds, that's quite an improvement.
After these tyres now, you want to finish the race on this compound.
I will need to push hard, but not too hard because I may spin since the tires are still cold. I had quite a lot of understeer going around that corner, and that's an example of why you should not push too hard with cold tires. Lap 8 out of 14, all the other cars have gone into the pit. I'm back where I was before, but I'm ahead of Lando Norris by 5 seconds. A few laps later and the gap is gone. Off I go yet again. There's so much understeer. He's a bit too far to overtake me in the straight, but he's much closer than he was before. I'm very slow and I'm starting to cause a bit of a train of cars. I lock up yet again, go wide. Norris is right by my side. I managed to hold him back as I did a few laps ago. This is now the last lap of the race. If I can retain my position, 9th place, that will be really good. The team will be happy. That will also be my first points finish in a very long time. Norris is even closer than before, 200ths behind me. He's just looking for that opportunity to overtake. One mistake and he's ahead of me. This time I won't bother going to the far end of the track. I'm just going to try and bring the car home in the same position. Lewis Hamilton wins the race. Valtteri Bottas sets a fastest lap, so that's an extra point over the points Bottas has. What I know is that he's in the top 5, most likely in the top 5. Leclerc has just gone past Vettel on the last lap of the race. I just need to keep these cars behind me and not go wide. I braked very early and kept the car in the middle of the track. I'm headed towards the finish line. Norris is right on my tail, almost touching me, and that's a race. We finished in the points. I am driver of the day.
And so the
Valtteri Bottas
celebrations
has
begin.
won the
Well,
championship.
they
He
are
managed to beat Lewis
It may
Hamilton.
look simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion.
Mercedes have the
Victory today
Constructors'
then,
Championship
but
and
bitter
Bottas
celebrations, I'm
has the
sure,
World
as
Drivers'
the
Championship.
championship
And as
slips through
mentioned
their
by
fingers.
Crofty just
Even
there,
so,
Hamilton
what a
was leading the
fantastic
championship,
final
but
race of
somehow
the season
Bottas
this
beat
was.
him.
Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
What a tough and wonderful race that was. What a good season this has been. It has had a twist ending with Bottas claiming the championship. Mercedes are in jubilation, but for us, we've got a lot of work to do on our car so that we can be competitive next season.
Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Mr. Monaco. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team.
That's the end of season
Well,
1.
that's an end to another
See you next
fantastic
time.
weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.